Some stories don't end when the truth is found. They linger, they replay, they haunt. In early 2013, the internet became obsessed with a single piece of footage, a grainy elevator video showing a young woman acting off. She presses buttons frantically, steps in and out of the elevator, looks like she's hiding from someone who isn't there. Days later, her body is found in the most impossible place imaginable. This is the story of Elisa Lam, and why her death is still one of the most disturbing mysteries of the modern age.
She had been missing since the morning of February 1st.
An investigator said she died of an accidental drowning. The mystery surrounding her death has only grown.
Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver. Quiet, intelligent, creative. She loved writing, photography, and travel. In January 2013, Elisa decided to take a solo trip down the west coast of the United States, San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Cruz. She documented her journey online, posting thoughts, photos, and reflections. Friends and family followed along. Nothing seemed unusual until she checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, a hotel with a past, a dark one. The Cecil wasn't just old, it was infamous. Decades of suicides, unexplained deaths. Serial killers once stayed within its walls. Still, in 2013, it was marketed as a cheap hostel for travelers. Elisa was initially placed in a shared room, but within days, other guests complained about her behavior. Not violent, not threatening, just strange. She was moved to a private room. That would be the last place she was officially seen alive. On January 31st, Elisa was supposed to check out. She never did. Her parents grew worried when she missed a scheduled call. The LAPD was contacted. Police searched the hotel. They searched the roof. They searched the surrounding area. Nothing. No signs of Elisa Lam. Until the hotel released the video. The footage spread like wildfire. Elisa enters the elevator. She presses multiple buttons. The door doesn't close. She steps out, steps back in, hides in the corner, waves her hands strangely. It looks like she's talking to someone, but no one is visible. To the internet, it looked terrifying. Theories exploded overnight. Was she being followed? Was someone just off camera? Was this paranormal? The video made the case global, but Elisa was still missing. Weeks later, hotel guests began complaining. The water tasted strange. The water looked dark. The water pressure was low.
And the water for first 2 seconds or 3 seconds was coming black. And then after a while we would drink it. But it had strange, funny, sweet taste. It's disgusting.
Maintenance workers were sent to the roof. Inside one of the water tanks, they found Elisa Lam's body. Naked, decomposed, no signs of obvious trauma. The lid to the tank, which was heavy and difficult to open, was found open. The coroner ruled her death an accident. Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. She had reportedly stopped taking her medication. The conclusion: she experienced a manic episode, climbed to the roof, entered the water tank herself, could not get out. Case closed. But for many people, it didn't feel closed at all. How did she access the roof? Why didn't alarms go off? How did she lift the tank lid alone? Why were the elevator footage edited? Why were her clothes found floating separately? And most haunting of all, was Elisa running from something or from her own mind? Elisa Lam's death sits at the crossroads of truth and speculation, mental health, urban legends, internet obsession. Some believe the case is solved, others believe we'll never know what really happened. But one thing is certain, that elevator footage will continue to play, that hotel will continue to loom, and Elisa Lam's story will never truly rest. What do you think happened to Elisa Lam? Accident or something more? Comment below.